The concept was simple. All you had to do was fall as far as possible down a well. It looked like something out of an 80s arcade, but thank God this thing never got the chance to embrace any arcade hall. It simply would have chewed up so much of kids' money. Its addictive gameplay and its roguelike randomness meant that this was a game that demanded just one more go. It was a side-scroller flipped on its head, each playthrough being a little different from the last. The deeper and deeper you fell, the more dangerous the game would get. Enemies could be killed in one of two ways, either by landing on their head or by being shot at from the guns on your feet. Some bad guys, the coloured in ones, could only be killed by being shot, and some could only be landed on. It was an intense mix of always watching out for what was coming next and planning your attacks accordingly. Guns came in a number of different types, varying in strength, clip size and shooting pattern. It felt like a Contra game. You soon learnt your favourite weapons and you would try to ignore everything else. But in Downwell, you couldn't always do this because getting a new weapon would often replenish some health. So did you risk losing your preferred gun for the sake of some HP, or did you brave on without it? Guns had infinite ammo, but they could only be reloaded by landing on something, forcing you to stop and not just endlessly fall and shoot. As fun as it was to speed down the well, this wasn't necessarily the best tactic. Sometimes it was best to take your time and carefully descend through each stage, because this was not an easy game. In fact, completing it was quite an achievement. Enemies would drop gems, which could then be used to purchase things from shops, as well as eventually build up to create a thing known as a gem high. Getting enough gems in a short period of time would allow this high to power up all weapons, and it would last for as long as new gems were still being collected. This was the only time that there was an incentive to keep moving quickly, ensuring that the gem high would be sustained for as long as possible. At the end of each stage, one of 3 items could be picked up to aid with the ever-going downward quest. These were things like gunpowder blocks, which made blocks shoot out bullets when destroyed, a blast module, which would mean that stomping on enemies would cause a blast, or a candle, which enabled a longer state of invincibility. As you've probably seen, the game could be played with a variety of different colour palettes. These were unlocked, as well as new playstyles, by levelling up. The further you descended, and the more gems you collected, the more XP was earned. Palettes came from everything from the original Game Boy to the headache-inducing Virtual Boy. Playstyles were basically new characters to play as, each coming with a few different variations on the standard game, such as Boulder Mode, where your guy was healthier, but only got 2 upgrade choices at the end of each level. As the game progressed through 5 different stages, the settings changed from haunted catacombs to underwater oceans where oxygen came in short supply. The game was simple and yet tremendously addictive. It controlled perfectly and it created that all-important gaming loop that was sure to keep players coming back for more. It felt familiar, but there was certainly something original and unique about Downwell. Thanks for watching. And for more video game reviews, be sure to check out A's Gaming Moments, and to get in contact, follow me on Twitter @A's Gaming Moments. Thanks for watching.